explanation on why we are not able to call anyone derogatory slurs. Because here's what you're doing. You're projecting your weird stereotypes of certain ethnic, that'll do, communities by calling a white person a slur like K-I-K-E. Basically what you're saying is you think that even though they're not a Jew, they're acting like a Jew. I don't know how you don't realize that. It has nothing to do with the fact that you called a white person that, and that this person isn't actually Jewish. That actually makes it almost a little bit worse, because now what you're doing is you're taking some weird stereotype you have in your mind about Jewish people and you're projecting it onto someone who's not Jewish. It's almost like if you call a white person the N-word, then basically what you're saying is you have this weird stereotype of how people in that community are, and now you think because they're white, they're like, I don't know if you don't realize how this works. It's like almost worse, only because it's not because it's worse because the person's white. That has nothing to do with it. It's because in your brain, you have some very strange opinions of Jews. You have a very strange, what's your opinion of us? Why would you call someone you hate so much a kike? I guess that's what I'm asking. And they're not Jewish. Why did you pick that term when you could have picked from like a gazillion offensive terms that weren't racially, ethnically motivated, religiously motivated? Why? So when you have an answer for that, because honestly, other than this, I have really no problems here. You can make all the videos you want about people and you don't like them, they're irrelevant. They're not irrelevant. They're just not. They're not irrelevant. And they do matter, and their opinions matter because you're making content consistently about them and trying to find anything you can to drag them on the internet, which is fine if that's what you choose to do. If you feel threatened, you act in a defensive way. Yes, but that's not really my concern, because I do know that whoever you're like going after, they can handle themselves. And if you come after me, I can handle myself too. I'm curious, what is your really weird perception of Jews that makes you feel so comfortable calling someone who's not Jewish a kike? I would love to actually know what made them give you that word in your brain. What action did they do? Because again, then that's a stereotype. I don't know, I know they say neurotin and all this other stuff. I have no clue what you do. But I do know this. You're not sorry. And that's very icky. That's almost like if you call a white person the N-word, I would have to ask you, what is it weird that you have, what stereotype is it weird that you have against black people that you would compare a white person to them? So maybe let's take this whole arrogance thing. It's very gracious of you to have so much, but let's take it out of the equation for 1 second, and I would like to know, what is it you have against Jews that would make you associate a non-Jew with a slur for Jews? So maybe you can answer me that.